My beloved child. As surely as the sun rises each morning, I see your heart, every hope, every fear, every whisper of longing that stirs within you. I see your enthusiasm when you are ready to conquer the day, and I see the silent tears when the burden feels too heavy to carry alone. Pause for just a moment. Still your racing thoughts. Let my words reach the deepest places of your soul. I am here. I will never abandon you. I, the God who set the stars in their courses, who breathed life into all creation, now speak to you. Not from a distance, but from beside you, around you, within you. I have prepared blessings beyond anything you can imagine, and no force, not in heaven, not on earth, can stop what I have declared over your life. When I open a door for you, no one can shut it. When I declare favor over you, every obstacle bows. When I whisper promises into your spirit, they are sealed with my faithfulness. You may face trials. Doubts may whisper in the shadows. Fear may try to creep into your mind. But remember this, nothing can separate you from my love. Nothing. Not your fears, not your failures, not the lies of the enemy, nothing can ever undo what I have spoken over your life. Child, hear me again. I love you, not because you perform well, not because you are strong, but because you are mine. My love for you is not fragile. It is not conditional. It is endless, like a river that flows from my heart to yours, day after day, moment by moment. When your strength runs dry and you stumble, do not be ashamed. Cry out to me. I am your support. I will lift you when you fall. I will carry you when you feel weak. I will replenish you when your heart feels dry and empty. My arms are your refuge. My presence is your shelter. As you face this day, with its demands and uncertainties, approach it with an unshakable spirit. Work with all your heart. Give your best. But know this, when your strength grows thin, I will strengthen you. When your mind grows weary, I will refresh you. When fear threatens your peace, I will be your shelter. Do not hesitate to speak to me about your dreams, no matter how big or small. Come boldly to me with your goals, your struggles, your desires. Ask, and you will receive. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened. I delight to bless you. I long to lead you into peace, fulfillment, and joy, but first, seek me. Place me above every other pursuit, and watch how every good thing will be added to you in my perfect time. Let my presence be your anchor. Let my words be your guiding star. Let my love be the foundation on which you build every step of your journey. You are seen. You are loved. You are not alone. And the story I am writing for your life is more beautiful than you can yet imagine. Take a breath, dear one. Let the weight begin to lift, even now, as you read these words. There is something sacred happening in this moment. I am drawing you closer, not just to speak to your heart, but to walk with you, step by step, day by day, into the life I've designed especially for you. I see how long you've been trying to hold it all together. I know how often you've smiled for others while your soul ached in silence. You've carried dreams no one else sees, wrestled with questions no one else hears, and yet you continue forward. That perseverance touches me deeply, but I never intended for you to carry such a heavy load alone. Let go, my child. Not in defeat, but in trust. I am here, not just to observe, but to participate, to lift, to guide, to heal. You were created for relationship, not just with others, but with me. I formed you with a need for divine connection, for stillness in my presence, for strength that flows not from your striving, but from my spirit within you. In your victories, I celebrate. In your pain, I weep with you. In your confusion, I am your clarity. Come to me, not only when life feels broken, but in the quiet in-between moments. Bring me your unfinished prayers, your unmet goals, even your fatigue. I don't need perfection. I want your presence. And in return, I'll give you peace that stills the most anxious thoughts and courage that rises even when everything around you trembles. Child, my promises are not paper-thin. They are not made from fragile hope or shallow encouragement. They are foundations, strong enough to carry you, even when you feel unsure of every step. You may ask. But what about the times I doubted? What about my failures? What about the days I turned away? Listen to me clearly, those things have never pushed me away. On the contrary, my love has pursued you in the shadows, waited patiently in silence, and now wraps around you like a warm garment of mercy. Nothing you've done, no mistake you've made, can disqualify you from my grace. You are still mine. Even now, I am at work within you, refining, reshaping, rebuilding the places that once felt shattered. The process may be slow. The healing may feel hidden. But believe this, growth is happening, even when you can't yet see the fruit. Hold your head high. Not in pride, but in confidence, because you are walking hand in hand with the one who knows every road, every detour, and every destination. Let the fear of not being enough dissolve in the light of this truth: you are chosen, equipped, and fully loved. So today, take the next step, not out of obligation, but with quiet assurance. I'm not just ahead of you preparing the way. I'm beside you in every breath. And I'll be behind you, catching every tear that falls. This is the journey of faith, not perfect, but persistent. And on this path, you are never alone. My dear one. Now that you've taken that next step, even if it was small, I want you to know how proud I am of your courage. Every act of faith, no matter how quiet, resounds in heaven. I see you moving forward when it would have been easier to retreat. I see the silent battles you fight, the unseen victories you win in the privacy of your heart. But you were never meant to be strong in your own strength. Let me be the one who holds you together. You've spent so much time trying to prove your worth, to others, to yourself, sometimes even to me. But child, you already have my approval. I don't love you because you've figured everything out. I love you because you are mine. I designed every part of you, your spirit, your gifts, your longings, and I don't make mistakes. When your emotions feel unstable, when anxiety creeps in like a shadow, don't hide it. Bring it to me. Let me be your anchor when everything around you shifts. In my presence, there is no shame, no judgment, no condemnation, only grace that covers, heals, and restores. Sometimes, I know, you wonder if you've missed your moment. You look back and ask, did I take the wrong path? Did I miss what God had for me? But hear this, you are not behind. Not in my plan. Not in my eyes. I know the timing of your life perfectly. Even the delays have meaning. Even what seemed like detours were roads I allowed, routes that shaped you, developed your trust, deepened your reliance on me. Nothing is wasted. Every disappointment, every season of waiting, every painful goodbye, I've gathered it all. And I am weaving it into something far greater than you can imagine. I am not a god of coincidence. I do not forget. I do not overlook. Your name is engraved on the palms of my hands. Your prayers echo in my heart. And when the world forgets you, I remember. When others walk away, I stay. When you feel invisible, I see you more clearly than ever. So do not despise the days that seem small or slow. Even seeds take time to push through the soil. And in those dark, hidden places, where growth happens beneath the surface, I am nurturing a future filled with beauty. The dreams I planted in your heart are still alive. The promises I whispered are still active. Keep tending them with faith. Keep watering them with worship. Keep surrendering your timeline to me. And when you feel like you're barely holding on, don't be afraid. Because the truth is, I am holding you. I am the steady hand when your grip weakens. I am the voice that calms the storm inside. I am the light that never goes out, even when your path seems dim. So rest now, beloved. You don't have to do it all. You don't need to have the perfect words, the perfect plan, or the perfect strength. Just be with me. Let me wrap my peace around your soul and remind you, again and again, that you are deeply known, profoundly loved, and completely safe. And I will carry you through. Now that you've paused and let your heart breathe, I want to talk to you about something that often feels the hardest to accept: the waiting. The in-between. The space where you can't yet see what's next, but you're no longer where you used to be. This place is sacred. Not because it always feels holy, sometimes it feels lonely, even forgotten, but because this is where I'm shaping you in silence. While you're still, I'm not inactive. While you wait, I work. You see a delay. I see preparation. You see closed doors. I see the walls I'm strengthening before the next breakthrough. You wonder why certain prayers haven't been answered yet. But I want you to know, it's not because I haven't heard you. I've heard every word. I've counted every tear. And I've stored every whisper of hope you've clung to when no one else understood the depth of what you carried. In this quiet season, I'm doing some of my most important work. I'm refining your faith so that it's not dependent on what you see, but on who you know me to be. I'm softening the soil of your heart, so that when the harvest comes, and it will come, you'll have the character, wisdom, and spiritual maturity to carry it well. Do not fear the stillness. Do not despise the quiet. The silence is not a sign that I am distant. It is often the very space where my voice becomes the clearest. If you listen, not with your ears, but with your spirit, you'll sense my leading, like a soft current moving beneath the surface. I'm redirecting your thoughts. I'm healing places in you that words couldn't touch. I'm preparing divine connections, opportunities, and doors that align with exactly who I made you to be. You may not understand everything yet. And that's okay. You weren't created to carry the pressure of knowing every step ahead. You were created to walk with me, hand in hand, one day at a time, trusting not just in my power, but in my goodness. So instead of striving to make everything happen, I invite you to surrender. Surrender the timeline. Surrender the need to control. Surrender the fear that maybe you've fallen behind or missed your chance. Because you haven't. Your season is coming, and it won't be a second too early or a moment too late. In fact, even now, you're standing closer to the fulfillment of your calling than you realize. The ground may still look bare, but beneath it, roots are stretching, foundations are forming, and I am building something that will last. This is not wasted time. This is sacred growth. So breathe again. Keep seeking me in the quiet. Let my peace be your compass. Let my promises be the lamp that gently lights the next step, not the whole path, just the next step. I know what's ahead. And I'm already there, waiting to welcome you into what I've prepared. Now that your heart is steady and your soul has found rest in the waiting, I want to remind you of something essential. You are not merely surviving this season, you are being positioned. Every moment of surrender, every decision to trust me instead of fear, has drawn you closer to the center of my will. You've grown in ways you didn't see. You've gained strength you didn't know you had. You are no longer where you were, and you are not who you used to be. You are walking in my favor. Even before you see the full evidence, my blessing has already gone before you, preparing conversations, rearranging schedules, opening doors no hand can close. You may feel like you're still in the wilderness, but even here, streams are forming. Even now, provision is unfolding in places that once seemed barren. I have not forgotten what you've prayed in the night. I have not ignored the longings you've hidden from everyone but me. What you whispered in weakness, I heard as worship. What felt like the end, I am transforming into a beautiful beginning. Yes, you will rise, not in your own power, but in mine. And when you do, it won't be with the weight of proving your worth. It will be with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are chosen, called, and protected. So walk forward with courage. Not the loud kind that demands attention, but the steady kind that moves with grace, rooted in assurance. The kind that says, I may not see all the answers yet, but I know the one who leads me. You are my child. You wear a crown of honor not made by human hands. You carry authority, not because of what you've accomplished, but because of what I've placed within you. My spirit, yes, my very breath, lives in you. You are never empty. You are never powerless. You are never unqualified. The lies that once bound you are losing their grip. The voices that tried to define you by your pain or your past no longer get the final word. I speak over you now, you are radiant with purpose. You are clothed in grace. You are marked with destiny. Even when others overlook your worth, I have never missed it. I see the real you, the one who chose love when it was hard, who stayed faithful when it would have been easier to quit, who kept showing up with a trembling yes when the road was unclear. That kind of heart. That kind of faith. It moves mountains. So lift your eyes, beloved. Don't measure your future by what's visible today. Look through eyes of promise, not pressure. Hope is not just ahead, it's rising within you now. Let every step you take echo with confidence, my Father goes before me. My God fights for me. My Lord provides for me. You are not who your failures said you were. You are not defined by who left or who doubted you. You are defined by the one who formed you in love and walks beside you still. And the world has yet to see the full glory of what I'm bringing forth in you. Now that you've begun to see who you truly are in my eyes, favored, chosen, covered in grace, let me show you where this path is leading. Because you haven't just been healed to stay in survival mode. You were made to flourish. This journey has been preparing you, not just to withstand life's storms, but to shine through them. Not only to rise from brokenness, but to carry the light of redemption into places that need it most. I've been walking with you through every valley, not just to bring you comfort, but to place within you a testimony, a story that speaks louder than fear, a voice that echoes with my faithfulness. There is a future unfolding, one of clarity, of calling, of divine alignment. No, it won't be without challenges. But now you face them differently, with me. You no longer move in reaction to fear, but in response to my spirit. Every lesson, every tear, every quiet act of obedience has become a seed in fertile ground. And now, a new season begins. Not rushed. Not forced. But rooted. It is time to build again, not from striving, but from rest. Build with love as your foundation. Build with wisdom I will supply. Build with boldness, knowing your steps are not random, but ordained. I will be the architect of every detail, the sustainer of every effort, the strength beneath every dream. So don't second-guess what I've placed in your heart. If I've called you to it, I will equip you for it. If I've spoken it over your life, no delay can cancel it. If I've set it in motion, not even your past can undo it. I don't define your future by your failures. I define it by my faithfulness. And because I do, your future is steady. Your steps are secure. Your days are filled with promise. There is no need to compare your path to anyone else's. What I've prepared for you is custom written, every open door, every connection, every assignment tailored for your unique calling. Your role in this world matters more than you know. You carry a light that was meant to be seen. You carry a hope that will anchor others. You carry my name, and with it, my power and peace. So let your heart settle here, in this truth, you're not running toward a future that's uncertain. You're walking into one I've already secured. Every day, I'll give you just what you need, the right words, the strength for that moment, the courage for that step. And in the moments where you don't feel strong, that's where my power will carry you. You don't have to rush. You don't have to prove anything. You simply have to stay close. Stay with me in the morning. Talk to me when the sun is high. Return to me when night falls. Let me be your rhythm. Let my presence be your peace. And let this final truth settle deep in your soul. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are right where you need to be, held in my hands, led by my spirit, and carried forward by a love that never fails. So rise, child of promise. The days ahead are not ordinary, they are anointed. The ground you walk on has been prepared. And the future I've designed for you? It is good. It is holy. And it begins now.